This is CW Sports.
The lane can be the loneliest place in sports. No one to turn to.
Way right of target. Are you kidding me?
No one to blame. Just you and the pins.
Single pin spare, misses it. He missed it. And Duke has won the U.S. Open.
The Roth-Holman Doubles Championship is different. ×2. Every frame shared. Every read confirmed. 2 players, 1 result, twice the fun. Momentum isn't owned, it's passed. Because here, you go as far as you go together. 4 teams compete in our stepladder finals. Twice the drama, 2 times the expectations, and double the glory up for grabs. The Roth-Holman Doubles Championship is next on Championship Sunday on the CW.
Stop these tailgaters from getting ready for today's show. Inside Bayside Bowl, it is rocky. Well, this center was built with one thing in mind: bowlers having a great time. Today's teams consist of youth in Eric Jones and Dio Benard, family with twins Anthony and Sean Lavery-Spahr, roommates in Zach Wilkins and AJ Chapman, and bickering friends in Santtu, Tahvanainen, and Ethan Fiore. All right, let's hear it, Bayside! Yes! Well, this, my friend over here, is Kyle Sherman. I'm Rick Allen. The crowd is definitely going to be a factor of who wins today's match.
Yeah, it's so good to be back in Bayside. Obviously, this crowd is electric. And Rick, there's bowling on TV, and there's bowling on TV in Bayside. And it's going to be who can get this crowd behind them and who can step up. I can't wait.
One pair that has been spectacular at being able to get the crowd behind them is Kyle Troop and Jesper Svensson. Yes, those two, back in 2017, they captured this crowd. And actually, the crowd lifted them up. It was Kyle Troop and Jesper Svensson closing string of 10 consecutive strikes that defeated E.J. Tackett and Marshall Kent 279 to 195. And sometimes the crowd even gets into it when they come out on the lanes. That's right. In 2019, the Lumberjacks had Kyle Troop as a part of their team, and they rushed the lanes. It is possible that this crowd could rush the lanes today. And so what better way to initiate the newest member of our team, Kylan Darnell, than to throw her into the thick of the crowd. Right, Kylan?
We are here at Bayside with the crowd. They are so loud. We're here with season regulars. This is Kathleen and Andy. Now, Kathleen, what is something about the Bayside experience that you love?
I love this place. I love it like they're my family. We just have the best time. It's such a fun environment to bowl at. Thank you, Charlie, for everything that you've done for everybody here.
Now, Andy, what are you most excited for tonight's matchups?
Honestly, I'm just excited to see who wins. There are a couple of really exciting kids right now, Benard and Jones. Excited to see how they do under all this pressure.
Yeah, well, the crowd is going crazy behind me, so we're going to go back to you, Rick.
Well, it's going to be raucous. That is one thing that is guaranteed as you look at this first pairing, the first matchup here, the first semifinal. Let's let these players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sean Lavery-Spahr.
And I'm Anthony Lavery-Spahr.
And we're going to win this week because why not us? And I have the best 3-game-a-week league bowler in the nation.
So Anthony's going to be the first to throw. These two twins at 35 years old, separated by 2 minutes. Anthony, the older brother, he's going to fire first. He's been retired from professional bowling for a couple years after a health scare. But we brought him out of retirement, and he strikes right away.
What a way to start our show out of Anthony. It's good to see him back on the lanes.
Let's hear from the youth.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Jones.
And I'm Benard.
And we're here in Portland, Maine.
To win the Roth-Holman doubles championship.
Together.
Forever.
Benard, when it comes to the 4 bowlers in this first semifinal, the only one who has a title. And the crowd already behind him as they chant Dio before he goes up for his first shot. Oh man, what a lead.
Looked like a great opening shot for Dio out of the gates. He's laughing. He can't really believe what just happened there.
6-7.
Hitting the pocket, leaving a 6-7 split. This ball just doesn't quite read the spot, comes up a little light. Normally Dio gets this hit, but leaving this split early in this match, very tough break.
He looks calm. He gets a 6-pin.
I've seen a lot of opening shots, though, from people that have never bowled in Bayside. That was pretty good. Tough break for Dio, but that was nice. Now Eric's turn.
And Eric will go over, and he'll be bowling on the left lane. There's 2 different oil patterns. The left lane has the Roth-Holman 38, and the right lane has the Mark Roth 42. That is what I'm talking about.
That's how you get the crowd going there.
Look at the look on these 2 kids' faces. 21 and 22 years old in front of this crowd.
Eric's fired up. Dio being laid back. But these Lavery brothers, they can strike. Looking for an early double here in the second for Sean.
Sean strikes. And right away, Lavery-Spahr with the advantage.
Great shot out of Sean here. Early double. So many strikes were thrown this week that when your opponent gives you a little bit of an opening, like that split that Dio had in the first frame, you have to take advantage of it now. Trying to start out with the turkey, Anthony.
They did it! 3 in a row for the Twins. Okay, the music hasn't stopped. The crowd hasn't stopped. This is nothing like anything we have seen in the first 8 weeks of the season.
No, this is a completely unique environment. One of the greatest bowling towns, communities I've ever seen in bowling. And these brothers are ready to play today. Now Dio stepping up here in the third, throwing a Paragon Shadow. Strong asymmetrical ball. A lot of oil on the lane. Looking to rebound.
Oh, and he leaves the 7-pin. The crowd's still behind him. They want these kids, the left-handers, to show them what they've got. And a wrap, ring 7 there.
Yeah, just a little ring 7. 4-pin goes right around it. Ball just needs to pick up a touch quicker on that lane to get it to go through the pins.
He gets it. Yeah, he said, I picked it up. You can go ahead and cheer for that. And they love Eric. Eric Jones stepping up now, the 21-year-old, still looking for his first title. He was 3rd at the Masters this year.
Eric throwing the black pearl urethane. This left lane's a little shorter pattern. These high red bright players throwing this ball for control. Looking to stay perfect.
He does it. Oh yeah. we saw the crotch chop out of him earlier. We'll see if that comes out again. Now, if any of the teams on today's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit gobowling.com and sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Lavery brothers. Perfect through 3. And that makes it 4.
I love their demeanor early in this match. This crowd is unlike anything we've ever seen. And your adrenaline gets going more than normal, and these guys seem locked in, ready to go. Solid 4 shots out of the gate. Anthony, similar to what Eric's doing on this left lane, throwing a black pearl urethane.
These brothers had never competed together before. This is the first time. Oh, and they'll go into the 7. And so that perfect game, it goes away at least with these pair. We'll see what happens. We've got at least 3 more games that you're going to see.
Yeah, just for now. With the way these players have been bowling this week, I think we're going to have some more opportunities.
Yep.
Anthony looking to stay clean here for this on the 7-pin.
He got it. So converts the spare, and still the advantage with the Twins. A 279 max to a 259 for Jones Benard. I'll tell you, it's been a tough road for these guys. Gross Doubler defeating them in the round of 32. Keplinger Davidson, they went 4-0 against them in that round of 16. Then they took down Tackett and Kent, guys who have won this before. Dio gets his first strike.
Huge double for Dio there. Don't want to get behind too early in this match, especially when your partner, Eric, seems to be dialed up on this left lane now. Trying to cut into this deficit. Eric stepping up on the left.
Eric's trying to fool everyone. He's got a serious look on his face.
This is the most serious I've ever seen.
Yeah, we know that's not the way Eric is. By the way, that's girlfriend in the back, Sarah. He's going to leave the 8-pin. Can't believe it.
Great shot there for Eric. Just a terrible break, and he knows how big that shot was. Ball just too much entry angle, which is crazy. With a urethane ball, you typically don't see a solid 8-pin out of a lefty like that, but these guys have so much power, and they can make this ball curve so much. And he knows that they really needed that one to get back in this match.
To stay clean, he gets it. All right, we're at the halfway point of this match, and right now it's the Twins, Anthony and Sean, that are leading the first semifinal of the day. The crowd on their feet. It's going to be like that all day long. The PBA on the CW is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big. Quote today at progressive.com. And by Tahine, a unique blend of mild chili peppers, lime, and sea salt. What's your way to Tahine it? That looks delicious. And DJ Asia has got us rocking in the house. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun, and the crowd, I mentioned earlier, they're standing. Well, there's no seats. There's no seats in the house. So why would you ever want to sit down anyway? All right, let's talk a little bit about the different oil patterns.
Yeah, this week the bowlers are bowling on 2 different oil patterns. On the right lane, you have the 42-foot Mark Roth pattern, and on the left lane, you have the 38-foot Marshall-Holman pattern. The thing to notice here on the right lane, the player's going to be between 3rd and 4th arrow, playing a little bit of a bigger hook, bigger angles with reactive balls, and on the left lane, playing a little straighter between 2nd and 3rd arrow with urethane balls meant for more control.
All right. Lavery-Spahr's back up as we get ready for their 6th frame. This will be Sean. Hard on the head pin, and he's going to leave the 3-6-10.
Yeah, it's a tough shot out of commercial break. Sean just getting this ball a little wide right, hitting the friction a little too early, creating too much hook, dust going through the face, leaving the 3-6-10 now. This is a pretty hard spare in general, even harder today in Bayside with this crowd.
Not too hard for Sean.
That's how you make the 3-6-10 when you're...
All right, let's take a look at our Bowl TV highlights. Sean and Anthony Lavery-Spahr are looking at each other at their first career PBA Tour title. Look how bad they won it. I mean, they were fired up. They defeated Bill O'Neill and Graham Faub in the round of 32, defeated Mitch Hoope and Packy Hanrahan, and then they took down Nate Garcia and Julian Salinas. And interestingly enough, Nate Garcia stood at the back of the lane when Anthony was up there to throw his last frame, almost like a gamesmanship as we see he leaves the 10-pin. But it was interesting because I was watching it live and I thought, I can't believe another bowler is standing on the lane while the guy next to him is bowling.
Wow.
But he did it, and it didn't phase Anthony at all. Yeah, it worked against him.
That was a good shot there out of Anthony. Ring 10. And he cleans it up. You know, these Spahr brothers, they are tough as nails. Both these guys having some health issues over the last few years, but don't complain about it. You know, Anthony's health issue really kind of costing him his exemption out here. He's now back home running his own pro shop. But such a good story for them to get back out here, bowling together, making a show together. It's amazing.
I'm going to dive in a little bit more to those health issues after we see young Dio Benard, winner of the Cheetah Championship back in 2024, and he'll strike again.
There we go, big shot out of the kids over here. With the Spahr brothers missing the last two frames, this is the opening that they needed right here, but they have to take advantage of it. Dio, he's been throwing good shots on this right lane. It's just a little bit of a touch factor. Now, can Eric capitalize on that strike Dio just threw in the 7th?
Score's tightening up now. As you see the max, 255 for Lavery-Spahr, and Jones Benard, 238. Big strike. Eric Jones showing the crowd he appreciates him. Come on.
Eric just seems like he was built for this right here. He is locked in, going amazing shots, being aggressive. I mean, that is just tough right there out of Eric. And you can feel the momentum kind of shifting now. Spahr brothers looking to answer right here.
You mentioned the health issues they've had. Sean went through time with COVID. As he strikes on the right lane. And then Anthony, back in 2023, had a cyst behind his ear. When he went to the doctors, they said, no, we can't find anything. There's nothing wrong. And he said, no, there's got to be something wrong because he could just have immediate vertigo. It would just hit him. And so he ended up going to an ENT. They said, yep, that cyst is draining in your ear. It's affecting your balance. They did surgery. They removed it. It took about 7 months. They figured it out. And he's figured out the left lane.
These guys are calm, cool, and collected under this crazy pressure that you're feeling in Bayside with the crowd. It's like they're not even affected.
Anthony's been a part of doubles before. He was with Sam Cooley in 2019. They finished 3rd. And what an atmosphere it is to perform out here in front of this crowd. Here comes the Dio chant once again. Throwing the pins around.
That was a great rebound there, back half of the game for Dio, and that was huge. They're in must-strike territory right now, and Eric knows it stepping up in the 10th. He needs to throw all 3 to really have any chance to win this game, and that's exactly what is going through his mind right now, but it starts with this first one in the 10th for Eric.
Has to put the pressure on Lavery-Spahr brothers. Does he do it? Yes, he does.
Keeping his composure there, not getting too excited because he knows he needed that one, but the job is not finished here, and Eric has just bowled amazing this game. I mean, terrible break leaving that stone 8-pin, but every shot has been rock solid.
Did you do that on purpose? Stone and rock?
Yeah.
I mean, if you did, I'm impressed. If it was an accident, then okay.
I'm not that good of a wordsmith.
Here they go again. He strikes again in the 10th. Eric, the youngest player to win a PBA regional when he won the 2020 PBA Oklahoma City Open at 15 years, 263 days.
That's,
I mean, crazy how many regional titles between the two of these guys.
Yeah, you can see the 5 back there having a good time watching their boy throw a double in the 10th, and Eric taking a re-rack right here. And this is all gamesmanship right here.
Oh,
this is all making Sean right now just wait a little bit longer before he has to throw his shot, making him realize how much pressure is on the line first shot in the 10th.
When these guys travel, Eric, you see his teammates back there. I say teammates, his buddies. We call them the 5. Brandon Bonta, TJ Petrin, Ryan Barnes, TJ Rock. Can he get the 3rd? The turkey in the 10th. He does it!
Yeah, get the crowd going, Eric.
All right, the work is done for them. And we know that Sean has to throw a strike and 7 pins to close out the kids. A strike here is a must. He does it! The first strike in the 10th. And they understand, they see what's happening. The twins. Anthony's mom said to him, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. If you continue to work, it will work out. And that has been the motto of these two guys this entire week. Do whatever you can do. Whatever we do, we're not going to give anything to anyone.
Yeah, they said no freebies, and these guys are just happy to have the opportunity. I mean, it's just so crazy that you can bring your brother out who doesn't even bowl on tour anymore, and you're on the big stage here in Bayside, the biggest stage that we have in bowling. Now 7 pins here to win this first match.
It's pretty much decided. Pretty much decided as Sean gets ready to throw second ball here in the 10th. Strike would be impressive, and he does it! Did you hear it? Why not us? All right, take a look at the frame of the game brought to you by Progressive Insurance. This 10th frame, it's been decided. Anthony and Sean are going to advance to the final. I love this. And there you have it. The first match is decided. Sean and Anthony, they are moving on. They have a shot at a title today. And standing by with the winners is Kyler.
Okay. Anthony, Sean, congratulations on this semifinal win. What did the crowd behind you do to help you guys push through this match?
These guys that flew up here, I didn't make them pay $1,000 for a flight to watch us bowl one game. I told them they were getting all 3 games, win or lose in the title match, but I said all I needed was the chance, and you're not wasting your $1,000 coming up here to watch me bowl.
Well, congratulations on this win, and good luck on the next round.
Thank you.
He's talking about Brad Brooks and TJ Burns, 2 guys that they said, we need you to come up here. We want you to be behind us. They've been ball reps of theirs before, and now the twins have done it. They've moved on. Guess what? We've got another semifinal. This crowd's ready for it. So are we. We know half of the finals, Sean and Anthony, Lavery-Spahr are moving on. When you talk about doubles titles, you have to bring up Roth-Holman. They've won 3 career PBA doubles titles back in '77. The PBA Classic at San Jose, California. Also at San Jose was the '79 Columbia Doubles Classic. And then in '84, the Showboat Doubles Classic at Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, they're tied with Mike Albee and Steve Cook for the most career PBA doubles titles, but you can't have the Roth-Holman Doubles Championship without the man right here. Marshall Holman is with us. And what about this crowd here tonight?
There is nothing like Bayside Bowl. It stands alone as the absolute top of energy and excitement and entertainment, and I love being here. It's hard to get here from Medford, Oregon, but I love it when I get here.
Yeah, Marshall, you've had both these Spahr brothers on your team before, coaching the PBA Elite League. Are you surprised at all out of their performance this first match?
Well, I don't know if I could say I'm surprised. I'm proud of them. They're nice guys, and I know that Dio and his partner, I mean, they're great, they're young, their day is now and will come, but I'm proud of my boys.
Yeah.
All right, so we've seen greatness already out of the Twins. This next match coming up, we've got, again, only one title out there as far as those guys. So now is there something in this next group that you see maybe that could handle the pressure of this crowd?
Well, once again, one of my boys is bowling in this next match, and that's AJ Chapman. He was on my team as well, so I guess I'm rooting a little bit for AJ, but I just love being here. I love the excitement, and I love the fact that it's the Roth-Holman doubles. And Mark, we miss you so much. Yeah. You were the king. You were the best. You made me your doubles partner. You gave me the confidence to have a great career, and I love you for it. And I know Denise is watching, and Denise, mwah, that's for you.
So, okay, what makes a great partner? I mean, the group coming up behind us, they're going to take jabs at each other as friends, but do you need to get you that emotion or that personality? You have to figure that out to be a great doubles partner?
I think it's very important. Also, you need to have some kind of similarity in your games so you can help your other partner. You can help him get lined up. You can get him charged up to make the shots when he needs to make them. So, you know, the chemistry between doubles partners is very, very important.
The legend and Hall of Famer Marshall Holman here with us. We greatly appreciate him. The next match, that semifinal, is coming up. Yes, we have got Wilkins and Chapman going up against Fiore and Tahvanainen. That's next. That's right, DJ Asia has got it going on. It doesn't take a lot here at Bayside with this group. A lot of fun being had by everyone in attendance, and that even means our special guest, because he is one of the favorites here at Bayside. That's my man Kyle Troop, two-time winner of the doubles with his partner Jesper Svensson. Okay, the crowd here loves you. As a matter of fact, we're hearing them right now going, Troop, Troop. What is it about this crowd that you can get behind you and just feed off of that energy?
I believe it's the love for the bowlers. Like you said, you know, they love me, and I think they know I love them more than probably any center in America. A lot of great memories here, and just their passion and their energy is very easy to latch onto and build off of, especially in maybe a high-stress environment for some of these new players.
All right, so
yeah, Kyle,
we know that you're energetic. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's bowling on TV and there's bowling here. How much more adrenaline pumps when you're on these lanes here in Bayside?
I mean, there's not even a comparison, Kyle. I'm sitting here watching the first match on the sideline. I have no skin in the game, and I'm yelling, screaming. My hands are sweating. My cheeks are probably red from yelling the first match.
You want me to fix your hair?
Yeah. And the hair's already getting messed up. So, hey, we're having a great time here.
We're good. But we have a match coming up. That semifinal that is happening next. It has Wilkins and Chapman and Tahvanainen and Fiore. Let's hear from the players.
I'm Zach Wilkins.
And I'm AJ Chapman.
We're competing in the Roth-Holman PBA doubles
to win our first title.
All right, and it's A.J. Chapman that's going to start off this team on that left lane. Here's a couple guys that on the road room together, like you and Jesper, Kyle.
I think that's very important in a doubles format. You know, you can see the guys that have a great relationship with one another.
He'll strike.
And a perfect start there for A.J. Chapman.
And let's hear from their competitors.
Hi, I'm Ethan Fiore.
Hi, I'm Santtu Tahvanainen.
We're here in Portland, and we're here to take home the win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy. And by the way, they're going to do that throughout the entire match. They said that they've been giving each other jabs like, come on, man, you got to be able to pick up that spare, or why aren't you striking now? They're having fun in this event.
Man, a few words, but man of much rev rate.
Yeah, a lot of power.
from
A lot of
Santtu.
power out of Santtu. And Kyle, you can attest to this. Every team kind of has to have their own chemistry. For some people, it's joking around. For some people, it's serious. These guys, Ethan and Santtu, they kind of throw those jabs at each other, kind of get each other riled up to push each other so they keep throwing good shots.
Whatever the mix is from the two guys, Jesper and I have done that in the past. You know, we try and stay on each other's case a little bit to get the best out of both of us.
Ethan's going to strike as well. The double for Ethan and Santtu.
Yeah, good start there for Ethan. First shot at Bayside. Under these lights, you never know how it's going to go, but early double. Now Zach, also first time at Bayside. Guy who absolutely loves the crowd, loves getting the fans engaged.
Zach said he wanted this crowd to get behind him, and that's the way you do it.
That's what you're supposed to do there. You throw a strike at Bayside, you give it back to the crowd.
Yeah, you have to get them engaged. I mean, no one does that better than you, bro. Nobody.
Well, actually, what's funny is Santtu referenced you because when they ended up taking you guys out, he said he knew the crowd was so much behind you guys that he had to somehow figure out how to get the crowd out of being behind you and behind them. We see AJ throwing his second ball, and it's a strike again.
Solid looking start for AJ there. He looks calm, comfortable, confident. Two solid shots. I feel like he's comfortable throwing the urethane there on the left lane as well. You know, that can be a little easier sometimes with your first few shots on TV. The ball's gonna be a little smoother, not as hard off of the back end. Great start for Chapman and Wilkins there.
Yeah, Chapman, no stranger to these lanes. He's bold in the PBA league. He's thrown big shot under the pressure with the crowd roaring.
Santtu, big on the head pin there, leaving the 6-10. Music continuing to play in the background. You saw Ethan still rocking to the music, even though his partner left the 6-10. He said, Santtu said, it's the added pressure not wanting to let your partner down also as a part of this event, and he leaves the 6-10.
Well, Rick, that might have been, you know, not quite what Santtu wanted to do for his partner there, just mentioning not letting him down, but this is the beauty about doubles. This is where Ethan steps up, tells his partner, I got your back, throws a strike, gives it to the crowd, and they'll get right back in this game.
I don't know if that's exactly what Ethan said to him, because when he walked away, they were both laughing. So,
yeah, they gave each other crap a little bit because Ethan missed 4 10 pins in the qualifying. Santtu only missed 1. Santtu was giving it to Ethan, but I think Ethan gave it back to him a little bit. Needing to bail his teammate out here.
Oh, he's going to leave the 10 as well. So now a single pin pickup is what Ethan's going to need to do.
Yeah, this ball just coming a little light on the pocket, leaving a flat 10 there. You can see a 6-pin just lays in the gutter. Quite the opening here early for Chapman and Wilkins.
Quite a lot of angle there, Kyle, is too. You know, only being the second game on that lane. Already seeing Ethan out of the urethane, choosing the resin option, jumping into the middle of the part of the lane this quick. A little slightly surprised by that, but
you're right. I thought they would have stuck And Ethan threw a lot of urethane, longer than maybe some other people on that shorter pattern. But you're right, changing strategies a little bit. We'll see if it pans out for him. Zach throwing a danger zone, cleaner bowling ball for him. This is a bowling ball he pretty much threw all week, hardly changed at all. This man can throw some strikes.
Big rev rate there. 5:01, the rev rate. You saw the flames around that one. 19.4 mile an hour. And the strike for Zach.
Yeah, huge strike for Zach here. Great start for the team. These two guys, neither one have won. They're both journeymen. They've both been out here for 8 to 10 years. Been very close to winning. And to have this experience together, relying on each other, both going for their first win today.
AJ has bowled here before, so he knows about the crowd, and he knows how to get him behind him.
Perfect start for Chapman and Wilkins there. That 5th frame, pretty huge, knowing you can sit back here the next 2 frames going into commercial break. Perfect start. Got that one a little bit further right, too, and it didn't seem to go high, so that's definitely great ball reaction I would see for both of those guys. Santtu and Ethan might be in just a little bit of trouble.
Yeah,
it's early. Wait a minute, don't make the early call here. We still have the 5th and 6th frames for Santtu and Ethan. Santtu, he's not going to leave the 6-10 this time.
Yeah, it looked like a ball change there and a step left for Santtu. Last shot was about 15-16 at the arrows. That one about 18-19. And I think that's been Santtu's game plan. Just be left of his opponent, make them have to make more changes than him. And Ethan, feeling like not much strike here, but needs to start cutting into this deficit right now.
He will strike. They needed it because right now, Chapman and Wilkins, they are perfect. And I mean perfect. That means $10,000 to those bowlers if they can bowl a perfect game today. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to the raucous crowd here at Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. And what do you do when we go to commercial break? Well, I fix Kyle's hair, and then he goes and hands a T-shirt out.
Love the crowd here, Rick.
Man.
Rick, we have one emergency now. I no longer have a hair pick.
I gave it back to you.
And I gave it to the lady in the white shirt in the front of the crowd.
Oh, no.
I love this place so much, I'd even give my hair.
That is great. Well, it was so much fun. I did give you your hair pick. They didn't show it, but I did give it back to you. All right, that's an emergency that I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about here. But how about a perfect game? Could we see a perfect game out of Chapman and Wilkins? Right now, it's Zach's turn. Back out on the lane, and the 6th frame. He does it! The front 6.
One of the toughest shots in bowling there, right out of commercial, especially this crowd.
All right, AJ and Zach, they have the first 6 strikes toward bowling a 300 game. Should they or any of the teams on today's show bowl that perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. And again, pre-register by going to gobowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. And 10 grand is on the line too. Get your first win and a $10,000 bonus. There's the first 7.
Yeah, these two are looking pretty comfortable. You talk about chemistry, these guys are vibing so well. They got together actually because the Spahr brothers, Anthony didn't bowl on tour anymore. And Zach and AJ decided to link up, and these two have been bowling tournaments outside of the PBA, trying to build their chemistry, and you can see it's translating here today. Front 7, that's how you start a match.
The crowd right now behind AJ and Zach, but let's see if Santtu can get him behind him. Big strike.
Little hold there, Kyle.
Found a little bit of that hold in the middle of the lane, but I think that's also a ball change. He's moved probably 3 or 4 boards left with his feet, and like you said, that was his game all week. We bowled against him in the round of 8, and if his ball hooked, he just went left, and he kept finding that hold.
Keeps going.
So they're going to need an opening. But all they can do now is continue to throw strikes. Ethan Fiore. Messenger takes out the 10.
Little hi-ya.
A year ago, Ethan was able to win the PBA Players Championship in Jackson, Michigan. So he has the title and a major already under his belt. And again, Zach Wilkins, AJ Chapman working on this perfect game. 8th frame. Oh, the ring 10! So close.
Yeah, that shot for Zach just got it in a little bit down lane, kept it in the oil, didn't quite have the angle like the other shots had. Still close, but just didn't quite have the entry angle. You see the 6 wrap right around the 10.
And now you got to make sure you pick up this single pin. That's the thing with this crowd. It's a different atmosphere.
Cruising right up, no problem though. Didn't think twice about it.
Those single pins under this crowd. I remember the first time we came here, it was about 2015 in the Elite League. First time I think we were exposed to this type of environment, and you saw Hall of Famers shooting at 10 pins like it was their first time ever shooting a 10 pin. I mean, I think there was 5 of them and whipping them.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. So this crowd can make you do some crazy things, but these guys are living up to the moment right now.
AJ wants to close the door once again. A strike here on the left. Oh, 9 pin.
Dang, he's got some room to the right there, Kyle. I thought that one had a chance to go in, but it came off of it, and then pays a price leaving a 9 pin.
It's a tough break and a good break, I guess. You know, missing by about 2 boards down lane. That definitely got quick right. I almost thought it was going to hook even earlier or going more hot. So he's upset about the non-pin, but I think he's okay with knowing he's got that miss right, and it's definitely not wiggling on.
Yeah, I think he went through a roller coaster of emotions as that shot went down the lane.
They stay clean, and they have the advantage, but it's gotten a lot closer. 268, 256 now, the maxes for these two teams.
Rick, you could hear him saying there to the people in the crowd, not great, not great. So, if you ain't picking, you ain't bowling. Just looking at a fan sign here in front of us in the booth.
And you don't know what to do. You don't have a pick. I might run out to the store at the next commercial break to get you one. Santtu.
That was huge. He's laughing because he he got away with that one.
Even more up the lane, Kyle.
I cannot believe that held its line to the pocket. I don't think Santtu can either. Look at this reaction.
Just lean back, Santtu. Take your strike. You are done in this game. He said, Ethan, it's your turn, buddy.
Ethan listening to the music. And now the chance of Ethan.
That's a good one,
strike.
Yeah, you can't throw it much better than that. That's the best shot Ethan has thrown this entire match.
They've got to put the pressure on. He's got to strike out here.
Another look at this one. He fed this ball out to the right, catching the friction a little bit more. Perfect entry angle through the pins. Now it's all about just repeating that same shot, but this one means a little bit more.
They know that Chapman and Wilkins, they have faltered. And when I say that, it's been a spare. They had that perfect game going through 7 frames. And so now, Ethan steps up again.
Got that one to the right again.
Clears the deck. You guys were nervous. I was never nervous.
You know, he fed that one to the right, but then it didn't come off of it like I thought it was going to. But, you know, gets the break, the light switcher.
He'll take a re-rack.
Another re-rack.
This is pressure. He's trying to apply the pressure right back to the other side. He wants to see if Zach can step up in the biggest moment and throw 3 strikes. And that's what he's going to have to do.
And this shot here in the fill is still very important. You know, 256 max. If he does get all 10 here, that will force Chapman and Wilkins to either 9 spare strike, at least throw the first one. They cannot force them to double, but the bigger the count here just puts a little more pressure on that first ball in the 10th.
They need 19 pins.
19 pins, but if they get 7 on that first ball, that would not be enough.
Yep. Is the pressure put on? It is. Okay. On the biggest stage, they need 19 pins. He's got to go 19 spare strike or strike 9.
Yeah, we've seen Ethan step up, making big shots the few times we see him on TV. He's not shy, but now it's Zach's turn, stepping up in the 10th. These guys have bowled so amazing all week. Zach's thrown big shots to get here, but none bigger than this first one right here.
9 pins right here. Got to get at least 9.
That's good.
He gets a strike. Now 9 pins, claims it. All he needs is 9 pins. He'll take a re-rack.
Yeah, after that one.
Catch your breath, get your heart rate down a little bit.
He's going to collect his thoughts after that one. But huge shot, first one there. Zach said he loves this atmosphere. He loves the crowd. And you can just, Kyle, you can tell when some guys, they just, I mean, like yourself, you thrive off all that energy that the crowd brings.
I do recall 1 or 2 times we bowled each other on TV a couple years ago, and he was right there with me. I mean, giving it to the crowd, you know, very entertaining. So I would imagine a big reaction here from Zach Wilkins if he happens to strike and put this match away.
That's pretty good.
Said that's pretty good. I would agree, Zach.
It was. They know they're moving on. So now A.J. Chapman and Zach Wilkins are going to face the Lavery-Spahr twins.
Guys, do you know what this means? We'll be crowning a new champion.
Again.
Huge strike, the second strike in the 10th. Zach Wilkins. You love the reaction. And so now the final is set. Sean and Anthony Lavery-Spahr against Zach Wilkins and A.J. Chapman. It will be a race to 2 for those 2. All right, Kylan, take it away.
Zach, AJ, congratulations on this semifinal win. Now, you guys almost had a near perfect game. How did you guys stay mentally in the game after losing that?
Yeah, you can't give your opponent any kind of wiggle room. These guys are that good out here, so just commit to your process and trust each shot at a time.
Well, congratulations on moving on to the next round, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, the final is set. If anybody in the Portland area has a spare pick, my friend Kyle Troop needs it. But that's okay. We know that the Lavery-Spahr guys, they don't need to worry about a pick. Who's going to be the doubles champion today? Stay with us. And welcome to the Go Bowling halftime show. Well, you can't come to Portland, Maine and not have lobster. So yesterday, the ever popular High Roller Lobster Company treated our competitors and their guests to lunch. Of course, lobster rolls were on the menu, much to the delight of Eric Jones and partner Benard. And even my partner made an appearance to slurp down a few oysters with some of his buddies. A great time on a beautiful Saturday here in Portland. Chance for all these players to hang out and relax before today's final. The crowd is absolutely raucous here. It reminds me, actually, of where NASCAR is headed next week. Saturday, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series hits Talladega. Yep, that's the biggest, fastest track on the schedule, where one move could change everything in an instant. Don't miss a second of pure raw racing from Talladega. That's Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, only on the CW. Okay, so now we have the final set. It's a race to 2. So what that means is we're going to have at least 2 games. If they split, we go to a 9th, 10th frame roll-off. Okay, have you ever had to experience that, and could you imagine experiencing it with this crowd?
Maybe I have, actually, in the PBA League. In this environment, when you have one frame and the whole tournament is on the line, there's a lot of pressure, but then it feels oh so good when you throw that strike to win it.
Is there a favorite out there?
I don't know if there's a favorite, but we have to talk about the fact that someone's going to win their first title today. And
that's right.
We've seen rookies do it, but these are guys that have been here for a while, and they've been, searching for this title for a long time. And, the pressure here at Bayside, it's crazy, but when you're doing it for your first title, it's amplified even more.
Pressure? I'm calling this energy. This isn't pressure. This is energy here. And both of those games, we saw one in the 10th frame. We know it goes down to the 10th frame. It is extremely important to have a great 10th frame, and both of the winning teams had a perfect 10th frame. 3 strikes in a row. By the way, whoever has Kyle Troop's pick, he needs it back. The man is having problems right now with his hair. We can't have him have problems with his hair. And speaking of no problems with hair, that's right, Lavery-Spahr boys, they could be the sentimental favorite here. Who hoists the trophy at the end of this one? When we come back, the finals are underway here in Portland. And welcome back. Take a look at this. Back in 2019, the Roth-Holman PBA Doubles Championship. Yeah, that's my man, Kyle Sherman. There's Brad Miller. Ooh, it was tight. Sean Rash and Matt Ogle climbed the step ladder, and they ended up taking down the #1 seeds, Kyle Sherman and Brad Miller, 213 to 200. Sean Rash with his 13th career PBA title. Matt Ogle won his first, and that was his first TV appearance. All right, who wins their first? It's out there in front of us. AJ Chapman, Zach Wilkins, Anthony and Sean Lavery-Spahr. This is going to be fun. Again, a race to 2. Lavery-Spahr will start off, and Anthony is going to be the first to bowl. I said race to 2 format. Again, you must win 2 games to win the match. So if they split 1-1, we go to the 9th and 10th frame roll-off. They haven't forgot how to strike. Nice.
Little late kick on the 5-pin here.
And right here, the Owens mix-up moment of the match is presented by Owens Craft Mixers. Just add Owens.
These Spahr brothers, they've been sitting for a little while. Zach, AJ just got off the lanes, but that's how you start it back up. Zach looking to pick up right where he left off. It's been great on this right lane.
He does.
We might be in for a showdown.
Yeah.
I was interested to see how Anthony's ball reaction changed with the urethane, but I don't think it's going to be effective very much because Ethan was playing so far left, creating so much angle. Anthony's kind of doing his own thing. Ethan's doing his own thing. This would be the other concern is this urethane ball going to affect Wilkins?
Right, these two are playing a little, AJ is playing a little closer to the lane than the Spahr is playing, urethane, and maybe that had a factor on it. The more urethane that goes down that lane, the harder it is for these players to carry, thus leaving 10 pins like that. And maybe that's what Ethan was seeing. That's why he went to reactive.
Tough to get the corner pins. And even though Eric Jones is no longer out here bowling, the 5 are still there. 4 of the 5 are still here cheering on these guys.
And AJ's going to pick up the 10 pin.
Be a little bit of skinny jeans.
Yeah,
there.
a little bit.
Shout out Rob Stone.
Now Sean, his turn. Again, you mentioned it, Kyle. By the way, me having the name Rick in a Kylan broadcast booth, a little bit odd, but Kyle, you mentioned it, no freebies. These guys aren't going to give anybody anything except the 8-pin.
Well, they didn't give it. They got one taken away from them there. Solid 8-pin, but these Spahr brothers, they are so tough. They don't complain. They just nose to the floor, and what a good shot there. God, a tough break for both players, but with a spare here, all tied up after 2.
He's going to get it. Thank you very much.
Definitely a tough break there, but a great sign. You know, after having to sit and wait for a little while, not sure exactly what the move was. I'm sure he made a small adjustment coming into this title match. Stuff 8, I say, is almost the best shot in bowling, so you got to take it and just keep on moving.
Yeah, especially after what Santtu can do to the lane, even with the few shots, the fact that he came in, has pocket control, ball went through the pins, and that's a great sign for them. Now Anthony looking to pick up his brother.
Great strike there for Anthony. Big smiles. Again, Anthony retiring after the 2023 season. But his brother said he wanted to be able to bowl with him. So Anthony comes out of retirement and has performed excellently up to this point. These two guys almost destined to go out there and make history.
I would think there's got to be some extra pressure deep down for both the Laverys, but especially Anthony not really being out on tour full time now and getting an opportunity in a title match.
Huge strike for Zach.
But it ain't going to be easy.
No, it's not.
All these boys are coming for it. I mean, they've been out here for so long. They both have the fight in them. It's early in this match, but as we progress, you're going to start seeing those emotions get a little higher and a little higher. These guys are going to be locked in. It's going to be intense.
AJ has been an All-American at Wichita State. He was a 3-time member of Team USA, 4 PBA regional titles. And he gets the messenger to take the 10 out.
A little love on the 10 pin.
How's it go, Kyle?
Yeah, you're right. Not exactly sure how that happened.
No,
but yes.
this one wasn't quite a meow, Kyle. This was more of a
roar.
Okay.
Oh,
we're on it.
Yeah, you guys are on it. Lavery-Spahr, the brothers back up. Sean on this right lane.
Definitely a little more angle.
Yeah, he's got a little room now on that right lane.
So these two did not have coaching growing up. More or less taught themselves how to bowl. Unorthodox look, right there. The arm movement that we saw out of Sean. And then there's a little hop in movement for Anthony here. Just things that aren't normal that you normally see bowlers do. But these guys are making it work.
Yeah, they're definitely not cookie cutter forms. But these guys have kind of taught each other how to bowl. But all that matters is off the hand. And both these guys have a ton of power. And that's what matters.
If you can repeat it, that's what's important.
Now the momentum. So again,
take a look at the side profile of Anthony here. You see that little hop, almost like a two-hander approach there. But he's one-hander. You know, he gets the rev rate as a two-hander. And this ball going through the pins beautifully.
All right, Zach back up in the 5th frame. He's got a double that he's building on. Make it 3.
Come on. One time, let's go.
Yeah, this is a slugfest now. Everyone's lined up. Everyone's seeing the lanes great. Now it's simply about who can handle their emotions, who can make the shots when it comes down to it. And now they're just going toe-to-toe.
So I'm going to bring it up, and I know we're only in the 5th frame, but the max scores are tied. If they go and end in a tie to determine this match, it is just a one-ball roll-off. One-ball roll-off. And we get a ring 10.
That's why you don't talk about it, Rick.
Wait a minute. Are you going to say announcer's jinx?
Yeah, this one for AJ. Kyle, it looks to me he's not getting the ball as wide as he was the first match that they bowled just a game ago. Thus, not really creating the entry angle to get the ball to carry and go through the pins. I think that's why he's leaving that 10 pin.
That one was definitely the furthest left. The first match, I believe he's around 2 or 3 at the break point. Looking back at his past few shots, 5, 5.3, and that one's 7. And that was where the urethane just skidded a little bit too long. Left in the wrap 10, but good conversion.
All right, so we saw the 9 spare out of AJ Chapman. Is that the opening that Anthony and Sean were looking for? We'll be back for the second half of this one after this. And take a look. That right there is Jess. Well, her BOPO nickname is Bull Murray, not Bill Murray, Bull Murray. She's our PBA fan of the day, going home with an autographed pin. Make sure you're following the PBA on social media at PBA Tour to follow along and for more chances to win. Well, your favorite board games are now your favorite game shows. All new seasons of Trivial Pursuit hosted by LeVar Burton and Scrabble hosted by Craig Ferguson every Thursday beginning at 8/7 Central right here on the CW. And the second half of this finals match. Again, the race to 2. And Wilkins Chapman coming off a spare. We'll see what the Lavery-Spahr twins are able to do with that opening. Sean on this right lane. A big split.
Yeah, it's a tough shot out of commercial break, and this is the tricky part about this right lane, this long pattern as he goes high here. As this lane transitions, the dry gets a little too dry, so if these players get it right, the ball has a tendency to overhook. You saw Sean do that there, probably was a little slow out of commercial break. Makeable spare here, needs to pick it.
3, 4, 6, 7, can't do it.
Up until
open frame there.
Yeah, up until then, Sean had only missed twice. Actually, both Spahr brothers have only missed twice on their lanes, but huge opening. But this, as a doubles team, this is where you go, hey, I know you made a mistake. I got you right here. Let's get some momentum right back on our side.
Anthony is very good with the urethane ball when he was bowling out here full-time on tour.
Oh, ring 10.
And I don't even know why that one wrapped in.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, solid shot for Anthony there. I think there's just a little bit of transition happening. The urethane balls aren't going through the pins. This is when they would go to reactive, but I think both players are going to be stick with this thing and just trying to hit it as hard as they can.
That's what I was going to be curious about with the two urethane balls.
Oh no.
Oh no. Double
back-to-back open frames for Anthony and Sean.
I was slightly worried about, just the urethane transition with 2 of them going down the lane at the same time. And it may come down to somebody if they have to make that ball change in the middle of this second game moving forward, or can you just make that urethane strike, because there is only 5 or 6 more frames that they have to bowl.
Yeah, it comes down, Kyle, it comes down to decision making. Shot making is a given, but you got to make the right decisions under these big moments. Zach looking to capitalize.
We heard an oh my, and he got lucky. Yeah.
I would imagine Zach may not have wanted to throw it, after seeing Sean's ball drive through the middle there, getting it a little right. He probably was, maybe slightly hesitant to throw it over there, but Zach definitely got away with a break there. A good 3 left up the lane. But
yeah, a little subconscious there. He's like, I don't know if I want to float it out there, and then gets the break.
Throwing the little bit weaker ball, shiny. He's got the right angles at least, so they're definitely locked in.
Let's see what AJ Chapman can do here.
That one got back to the right.
Messenger doesn't take the 10 out.
There's another one of those urethane hits, Kyle. You know, you see it just come in behind it a little bit. That head pin comes flying in front of the 10. It's going to have to be either a speed change, maybe a little bit of loft, something minute, or they're going to have to ball change going into the next match.
It's tough when you have that pocket control and you've had success, it's hard to get out of that urethane ball. But I agree with you, Kyle. It's who's going to make that change. I think it's a ball change. I think it's going to reactive. We saw Ethan have success with it. I think whoever makes that change is going to have the upper hand.
Picks it up, and so they still hold the advantage over the Twins.
That was so good. I thought you got the light ahead. I thought it was going too. I thought it smoked it. We're good. We're good. Thank you.
So these guys are, they've got each other's backs right now.
Yeah, you have to. You have to communicate. Right now, it's you two against the world. That's what it kind of feels like. And you got to be there for each other, especially if you make a bad shot. Now, the Spahr brothers looking to get back on track here.
Looks like he rolled that one a little bit more. So I did think the last one, maybe he got around it a little bit because that was only 0.7 left from the last one. So maybe it was, you know, maybe not the best release coming out of commercial. That one you could see there, a little more up the back of it. Delays the reaction off of the back, just kind of sets in there nicely in the pocket.
Yeah, when you have that up the back of it, like Kyle's talking about, that just creates a smoother hook phase for the ball. When you get around it, when it wants to start hooking, it hooks very violently. That's when we saw Sean's last shot going through the pocket. That one much better.
Anthony on the left. Oh. And very lucky to just leave the 3-pin.
I thought it was happening. I thought that 6 was falling into the 3 all day.
They were falling forward?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, you can see the frustration there from Anthony. Just not a good shot from him.
And does he miss it? Of course he does not.
Might have been a little peek at a strike ball next game, too. I mean, he kind of feels, I believe, you know, Wilkins and Chapman, they just need one mark between the two of them here. This could be big if Zach can throw a strike here. Let's see, 79, 207 with 9 out. So then that could even give Chapman, that could give Chapman the opportunity to ball change going into the 10th, only needing 4 or 5 pins and 2 shots to win this game. So this is still a pretty big shot for Zach.
Oh, he's going to leave the 2-8.
You hear him say that was a lot better. We may be coming into a transition game here in game 2 for all the guys.
Yeah, that's not what you want to hear as a bowler when you think you aced it and you weren't even close to striking here. And he liked that. I think he rolled this one a little bit more. He thought it was going to pick up a lot sooner. Went a little too long on him. So now that's a couple question marks floating through your head. Why did it do that? So, you know, we got to watch out for that this next game because he doesn't have another shot. The next one is going to be for the next game. So it'll be interesting to see what Zach does off that shot.
Does he pick it up? He does. And so now they still have the advantage.
Still a comfortable position here for Chapman.
They were talking about possibly a ball change there.
Yeah, I mean, if he was to get 7-1, he still wins the game here. I think he's going to hopefully just step up, throw a strike, or leave a single pin to make a spare, and then get to look at a ball change going into game 2.
So again, it's the race to 2. It's just being the first game.
That confused me a little bit. You know, he had great pocket control with the urethane ball. That could have left a split or something to where he doesn't get a fill shot to try some strategy. So a little surprised, but you know, it worked.
It worked.
Got it, but.
So you guys are confused. I'm sure the fans here are going, what just happened? What did they just do?
I would say, you know, Chapman needed 8 pins to win the game. We were just slightly surprised that he just chose to fire it down the middle. You know, a little bit of safety there, but, you know, that still could result in 6 there. But, you know, we're all sitting here talking about stuff that doesn't matter because he left the 6 pin.
Yeah, third ball, and we're sitting there.
He got away with it. So now we are going to get to see the ball change here for A.J. Chapman, getting out of the urethane ball, going into a GB5 solid, I believe.
Yeah, this
darker
is
blue.
Yeah, symmetrical bowling ball, GB5 solid. Going to move his feet left a little bit, play a similar angle to Ethan, and after seeing that, I think he's going to be switching in the next game.
Come on, one down, one down. Come on, one game.
There they have it. And again, it's a race to 2, and Kyle Troop is going to race to the front row. I believe. You're going to go enjoy a little of this bowling with the crowd. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. Loved cutting it up with the best commentators in the business. I've been a fan, watching the shows every week. I'm a fan sitting here with you guys, and maybe next week y'all can be a fan of me on the lanes.
That's what we like, TOC.
Well, go be with your people, all right?
Yeah. Go enjoy. Obviously, the second you stand up and walk out of here, they're going to start chanting, troop, troop, troop. Well, will they chant and bring back the Spahr brothers, because they've got to win the next game if they want to stay alive in this. All right, DJ Asia. I wonder if he'd take requests. I'd love to hear some Def Leppard. What do you think?
Will pour some sugar on me?
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
How about tomorrow? The CW's beloved series based on the New York Times best-selling novel Sullivan's Crossing returns for an all-new season. Don't miss the season premiere of Sullivan's Crossing tomorrow at 8/7 Central right here on the CW. There is a crowd even up on the upper deck here. Yeah, the mezzanine has a great crowd up there as well. They're estimating around 500 people are here to enjoy this. And right now the pressure is on Anthony and Sean, the Lavery-Spahr brothers. They have got to win this game. Again, the race to 2 format, you have to win 2 games. If AJ and Zach win this one, they're the champs. AJ will strike to start off this one.
Yeah, interesting there. AJ electing to stay with the urethane ball. I was a little surprised he wasn't making the switch to reactive, but he has confidence in that ball. He's pretty much thrown it all week. And the Spahr brothers, backs against the wall here. Everyone going for their first title. It doesn't get better than this.
How's your heart rate? Mine's still up there.
Up there. It hasn't. I'm sweating right now.
Man. And Sean's going to leave the 4-pin.
Starting to see a little transition for all players on these lanes. As we see, his ball goes a little high here, leaving the 4-pin. I think Sean thought this one was going to hold its line to the pocket a little bit more. He's going to have to move his feet a couple more left after that, but both players having some question marks. They're all players having question marks right now as they throw the ball down the lane. It's who's going to make the right decisions the quickest is going to win this game.
He'll pick up the 4. And they start this game with a spare. Now Anthony wants to get the momentum back.
We asked Anthony, if you win this week, are you coming back out of retirement? He said, no, man, I'm sticking at home. I got a good thing with the pro shop.
Yeah, he said that pro shop and the messenger grabs the 10-pin. Said that pro shop in Addison, Texas is doing great. He wants to stay with it. He's got momentum there. And even if they would win, he said he wants to continue on at the pro shop.
Little bird. Actually, I don't even know what pin that was. Little bird dog coming out of the back here.
Might be the head pin.
I think that was the 5-pin.
Oh, the 5-pin, yeah. I thought the head pin almost got there. But
sometimes
yeah,
you got to send 2 of them at the 10-pin.
Just in case.
Just in case.
How's that? Oh, the messenger can't get the 10-pin this time.
Yeah, it looked like this one was going to connect. Messenger spinning a little bit, just missing the 10-pin. Zach's ball reaction is going away a little bit early in this match. His ball was going to the pins beautifully. Now, not so much. Spare here, stay clean, keep yourself out of trouble.
Spare ball is going to get it.
All right, come on, pick me up.
Pick me up. That's what you've got to do with a teammate. AJ started off with a strike in the first frame.
Chapman's game, something we haven't talked about, one of the most beautiful one-handed games out there. He's always been someone that if you were to teach someone how to bowl, you would look at AJ's game, and he's always kind of had that, you know, monkey on his back of why doesn't he have more titles? Well, today he's looking to solve that. He's throwing great shots.
On cue, a strike again for AJ. You mentioned how good of a bowler he looks. Take a look at this from the side.
Yeah, side profile here, 5-step delivery. Everything's in time, beautiful. Rips through the ball at the bottom. I mean, that is picture perfect, head steady. It's just a matter of, it's always been a matter of not if, but when for AJ. And they're one game away from that title today.
Great balance there also with AJ.
Oh!
Seven's gonna fall. Another strike. They need it. So Anthony will be up in the 4th.
Yeah, I think he moved a little bit again on this lane. Looked like he was going to 4-pin again, but gets the love on the 4-7. He can breathe a little bit now. They got a little double. Now Anthony looking to continue strike train here.
We talked to him and said, are you guys typical twins that can finish each other's sentences? Another strike there. I said, no, not really. But we like the same thing. We like sports cars. We like golf. We're not good at it, but we still like it. But as brothers, to be able to win a doubles championship would be very huge for that family.
Yeah, that was the best shot Anthony has thrown in a while in that left lane, off his hand. It looked great. Zach making a ball change here, throwing in outer limits, black hole.
It worked.
Good call. Come on, your turn.
Great change.
Good call.
Great change.
And that's the thing about being a doubles team. You have to communicate. Zach talking about great call to his rep. It's about communication. You're not just bowling for yourself, you're bowling for your teammate, but you can help each other out. Normally, we're used to bowling alone. It's just us and our thoughts, but you have someone who has your back. The guys who can communicate the best, keep each other lined up. They're the ones bowling right now for this title. AJ looking to stay.
Oh, the 10-pin gets knocked down.
I thought that was another flat 10 that gets the late kick on the 10-pin. Look at Zach.
Yeah.
Come on,
Zach's
come on,
like,
come on.
work it.
Oh!
Yes. Well, I want to remind you, we've had a great season. All our stats coming from Lane Talk. If you want to take your bowling to the next level, head to lanetalk.com. They have been spectacular. This is our 9th match of the season, and the 10-pin staying up for Sean.
That was another move left for Sean there. About 2 boards at the arrows. You see he's at 22 on that one. He was around 20. So he kept going high on the head pin, so he's moving left to try to find more oil. But that's the problem. As you move left, the ball doesn't quite want to go through the pins the right way. Doesn't get the hit on the 10. Needs a spare here to stay clean, to stay in the match.
He gets a spare. But now you see the max scores, 269, the highest the Lavery-Spahr twins can get to. Wilkins Chapman could get to 280 still. Anthony will step up here in the 6th frame. Great strike there for Anthony. So they've got to have something happen on their side if they want to be hoisting those trophies at the end of this match. They've got to win it. The PBA on the CW is brought to you by Storm, the standard for those who demand the best. We are the Bowlers Company. So a year ago, Easter Sunday, the PBA Tournament of Champions at Riviera Lanes, the #1 seed Jesper Svensson, he defeated Jacob Buttroff and won his 2nd Tournament of Champions in 221 to 197. Next Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, it's the season finale of the PBA on the CW from historic AMF Riviera Lanes, as we'll present the 4th major of the season. Yeah, he may have found his pick because that hair is looking good. Yeah, Kyle Troop has joined the Troop posse out there here in Portland at Bayside Bowl. We really want to say thank you to Charlie Mitchell, the owner here. What an incredible atmosphere he has built. He built this place for his buddies and said, we want to have like a clubhouse for bowlers. And it has turned into one of the must-see, must-attend events on the PBA Tour.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, it is a clubhouse for bowlers, especially when the PBA comes here. We're so fortunate to be a part of this family here.
That's huge.
You know, Rick, I was watching these guys during the commercial break, and there wasn't a lot of talking going on. All these players right now know what's on the line for these next 5 frames, all searching for their first title ever. You see it right there in Zach's emotion.
First PBA title of their career. It's right in front of them. A.J. Chapman, they've got the advantage. He strikes on the left way. Crowd is sensing it. 7 frames in. And the advantage now to Chapman Wilkins.
Look at him post this shot all the way to the pins. You cannot throw the ball any better than that. AJ wants it. He's been there. It slipped away before. He's trying to make sure that does not happen today. Sean looking to answer here. They're slightly behind, trying to keep pace.
They're chanting Lavery-Spahr. Oh, he's going to leave the 7.
Good shot. And he's just losing his reaction a little bit on this lane. He's coming up a little light, not getting the swisher hit. You see the 7-pin just stands. He's going a little high. This is when you would kind of want to make a ball change here, but it's so late in the match, it's hard to make that decision. Right now, he's just trying to make the best shots he can, and hopefully they carry. Needs to stay clean here with the 7-pin.
Picks up the spare. I mentioned Charlie Mitchell, the owner here at Bayside Bowl. There he is. He doesn't always wear a shiny jacket like that. Sometimes he does, but they had so much fun yesterday, and last night was the end of their league bowling, and they had a huge party here. There's always a theme. Last night's theme was SNL. And let me tell you, the characters were brilliant. Oh, wait a minute. A balk there. Something happened in front. Oh, he saw something in front of him.
Yeah, just needs to reset here. Easy to get distracted here, but Charlie, the vision he had for this place, what he has turned Bayside into, nothing short of spectacular. Now Anthony here hasn't bowled on tour in a while. Big shot.
And he delivers even after backing away. A reminder, after the show, head to the PBA social media at PBA Tour for the Owens Craft Mixers PBA Roth-Holman Doubles Championship post-game show that's presented by AMF.
Well, Rick, Zach and AJ here, they control their destiny. They have the lead. They're lined up. All they have to do is rinse and repeat what they've done the last couple frames. They have the hammer.
Both AJ and Zach said they're emotional, and they're going to show their emotions if they're able to get this first career win.
Your turn, baby, your turn.
It's going to be big, and you're already seeing it.
Zach has been lights out on this right lane, and when you need it, you cannot throw it any better than this.
Your turn, baby, your turn. One time, no one better than you.
No one better than you. Pumping each other up. And now it's A.J. Chapman's turn. Again, he's bowled here before. He's witnessed this atmosphere, this energy, electricity, as you called it. And a gutter.
Oh, no.
And he won't get the 10-pin, by the way, those of you that are wondering. That's...
You see here, it looks like he hit his ankle on the way down, smoked it. You see his foot move. And oh my gosh.
Yeah. Zach can't believe it either.
Okay, so look at the max scores here. We still have a 1-pin advantage. This is
the worst case scenario.
It's the worst case scenario, but you have to somehow regroup here. AJ's lined up. He knows what he needs to do. He's got to forget that right now. Spahr right here is huge.
He got it. As huge of a throw as you can throw. He goes gutter, Spahr.
What a rebound there. I mean, it's never easy.
Hear him? He hit my ankle.
And that is not, I mean, any bowler out there that has hit their ankle, that is a hard shot to throw on your next one, but AJ somehow composes himself and knocks out 10.
Look how close it is. Now Sean needs a strike here in the ninth. Ring 10 again.
You can see the sigh from Sean there, and I did the same. That was the best shot he has thrown the last few. He knows he's lost his ball reaction a little bit. The ball isn't going through the pins the way he wanted to, but he just tried to throw the best shot he can, and that was it right there. I mean, you can't throw a better shot in that moment.
He's got to pick up the spare. He's going to regroup. It's a must pick up here. The pressure. Your first title in front of you. And he gets the 10 pin.
Hey, no matter what, it's me and you.
No matter what. That's been their motto this entire week. No matter what. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. And that's the way they have gone through 3 other competitors, 4 now, and trying to get the title. Now, Anthony in the 10th. He'll lead the 10 pin. So now AJ is trying to do the math.
Yeah, that all but seals it right there.
Fair and a strike will put the Lavery-Spahr brothers at 218. And for Wilkins and Chapman.
And AJ's thinking, how did I throw a gutter and still have a chance to win my first PBA title?
They're going to need, as the strike there for Anthony, they're going to need 5 pins. So 5 pins now. Zach will step up on this right lane.
What dreams are made of.
5 pins right here does it. Yeah! Doubles champions!
Let's go!
Thank you so much. You guys both, thank you. You guys both so good. Thank you. Great ball. Great ball.
First tour title for Zach Wilkins and AJ Chapman. And why not throw a Brooklyn strike?
A moment these two will never forget. They've been grinding so hard, so many close calls, and today these two can call themselves PBA champions. Yeah, hold that trophy, boys.
Can you believe the way this got as close as it did? Something you never see in professional bowling. One of these pros throwing a gutter ball. But it happened with AJ. He hits his ankle with the ball into the gutter. It goes. Zach can't believe it. No one can believe it. but what a way to respond. They've done it. A.J. Chapman, Zach Wilkins have won it. And now they are going to be joined by Roth-Holman of the Roth-Holman dynasty. And the trophy presentation, let's go to Kyler.
Marshall, what did you think of these matches out here tonight?
They were great. They were exciting. They went down to the wire. These two guys are champions. I'm so proud of them, and I'm proud of the Lavery-Spahr brothers. What a great atmosphere. I love it here.
Great atmosphere and great fans. AJ, I must ask, how did you pick yourself back up after that gutter ball?
So if you couldn't tell, I don't know if you could see it on the show or not, but I hit my ankle on that first ball when I threw in the gutter. So I just said, you got nothing to lose at this point. Just get up there and make a good shot. Just trust it to the right again, and it wasn't going in. And thankfully they all fell, and it was.
Zach, how does it feel to officially win your first title?
God, I'm not going to have words for a while, but Mom, Dad, guys back home, I love you so much. I'm going to call you later, but we're going to enjoy this one right now with my teammate, my girlfriend, and my coach that are here right now.
Congratulations. It's time to get the Hall of Famer to give you his signature.
The autograph going on for first-time Tour champions in A.J. Chapman and Zach Wilkins. And what an honor this has to be with Roth-Holman autographing the trophies. Again, our PBA Tour coverage powered by Go Bowling on the CW concludes next Sunday with the season finale at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific with the fourth major of the season. It's the PBA Tournament of Champions from historic AMF Riviera Lanes in Fair Lawn, Ohio. And yeah, these two are now invited. They have won on the PBA Tour. What a day it has been. We saw great bowling. We saw a great crowd. The energy was unmatched. And it happened right here at Bayside Bowl. For Kyle Sherman, Kyle Troop, Kylan Darnell, and our entire CW crew, I'm Rick Allen. So long from Portland, Maine. You've been watching the PBA on the CW. Doubles champions, A.J. Chapman and Zach Wilkins.